Hello there, thank you for joining me on my 365-day note writing journey. My name is Anna Dalman. Welcome if you are new, and welcome if you are returning for some more ongoing encouragement. It is day 296, and my note for today is, how is your dwelling place doing? Is it good and strong to enable the start of building community? Yes or no? Why and why not, depending on your answer to those questions. Now, the reason I decided to work on asking myself and challenging myself this today is because I've had a marvelous day today. Just fun. Focusing on what I briefly mentioned yesterday from Psalm 23 and 27, dwell in the house of the Lord. And what did dwell mean, and what did house of the Lord mean? And I just love doing that. And as I've shared with some of you before, I've been writing a book on church life, etc. And so today I focused on Hebrews 10:23 and 24. It's that verse, the passage that deals with not forsaking the gathering together, and what does that truly mean? Now, friends, I have focused on these three verses for months, if not a year. I read them and I do the analysis, and I get stumped, and I read them and I do the analysis and I get stumped. And then today, as I was once again trying to find traction and move forward, particularly with this, and I know what this says, what do I need to figure out? What do I need to put off in my understanding? What do I need to put on to move forward and to honor God with the information, with His Word, and what He's teaching me through it? And then as I started analyzing all of that, sure, I did get to a resolution. I did come to an understanding. However, once I had done that, I still was questioning myself in what I understood, and questioning and challenging, am I right? What are others going to say if I share what I believe is true and what God is teaching me in this situation? And that comes down right to pride of life. I want others to approve of me, to like me, and to think, boy, she did a good job with that analysis, particularly of the school of thought from which I come. And when I say school of thought, I mean my church life back in Southern California, my school days there, college, university. And but the more I think about it, why do I need to impress them? I don't. The only person I need to answer to or be accountable to for what I understand is God. It's His Word. It's written plain and simply. It's for me to understand. A lot of my struggle in the interpreting of the Hebrews passage is because I was saved in a strong Bible teaching church. I then went to a college, university, under the umbrella of that school, although it was not part of the church per se. It was a 20-30 minute drive away. So the conviction to me is Philippians 2:12 and 13, that we are to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling, for it is God who works in you both to will and to work for His good pleasure. So who am I trying to please? Am I trying to still earn favor with a life from long ago, or am I looking to earn favor and honor God with what He wants me to understand in His Word? We all face that dilemma when we come up against something that is a transition in thought. Now, it's not a transition away from the truth, because that's not what it is. It's a transition away from what became a habit, a tradition, a culture of the way I functioned in church. Church has always been, from the time I was saved, incredibly important to me. It is where I lived my life, where my life functioned from that platform. That's why I went back to school at the age of 45 to be able to earn a master's degree in expository biblical counseling, so that I could be of help to others, to show them. That's how important church life was to me, because doing counseling, doing mentoring, doing discipling is the overflow of church life, because it's drawing others to the church. Now, in order to understand that, what is church? Church starts with us. And as I was writing in my notes today, church begins in the house of the Lord. Dwell in the house of the Lord. And as I discussed that yesterday, it starts with you. It starts with me, in our heart, in our soul. What does the start of community look like within me? What does the start of church life look like within me? If that is not from a pure base, if that is not from a pure understanding of what God has accomplished for me, I'm already in the wrong position of what church life should look like. Then I'm a Sunday Christian. Then I'm just going there on a Sunday to look the part, because I don't have anything to carry me through. There's no foundation of functioning throughout the week to undergird my waking, my breathing, my sleeping, my eating, my activity moments throughout Sunday afternoon through the full flow of the week till I leave for church the next Sunday morning. It becomes an empty relationship to God, his people, etc. So that is very, very important to focus. It doesn't mean because I've had to work on coming to that understanding that my understanding was wrong. No, being caught up in church functioning is a beautiful way to live your life. But what if it goes wrong? There are so many people who that goes wrong for, and I'm one of them. How do you continue functioning when that is your reality? What do? When every reason that your whole life gravitated to was to serving in the church and serving his people, and that carried through from Sunday teaching, Sunday night teaching, through your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and you couldn't wait to get back with his people to have this wonderful camaraderie and fellowship of the saints. And what if that is all taken away from you? Then what do? This is it, friends. Dwell in the house of the Lord. You've got to examine that, and that be your reality. You've got to come back to basics and know what church community is. Where does it start? As I've already said, here in your heart, in your soul, in your understanding, in your intellectual figuring out on how to throw the balls in the air and toss them around until they all land equally on a firm foundation, which is your faith. That is what we need to focus on. So how is your dwelling place, your inner dwelling place? Is it good and strong to enable the start of building community? Yes or no? Why and why not? You've got to be able to answer those questions. You've got to be able to face it and know the answer. You've got to put off all your past understanding. Not that that is wrong, but right here, right now, in the life God has given you, this normal season of life which he's gifted you. Gifted you? Really? It has to be a gift because he's ordained it. What does he want you to know about your functioning and your ongoing productivity? It starts here, in your heart, in your soul. That is his dwelling place, and that is where community starts. I hope that's encouragement to you. I'm going to continue working on my notes, and that book will be done. I'm hoping, I've been saying it for months, it will get done, it will get done. I'm hoping this is the month that I will complete it. So if you are hearing this and you are a believer, please pray that I will get it done and accomplished. I want it to be a book to serve his people well when they too have been through difficulties. Until tomorrow, take care and God bless, and we will talk again. Bye-bye for now.